Anyways, I wouldn't be doing car repairs unless I had a broken one. And, man, I should have fixed this right the first time. In a past video, you saw me talking about the battery light came on and I tested the battery and the charger didn't seem like it was doing it. Well, I decided the cheap, easy fix might be trying to just put a new belt on it, which I did, and hey, everything smoothed out for a couple of weeks, 2 weeks. Yesterday, going to the store, the battery light started flickering and the gauge started showing not charging right. So I'm going to do what I should have done the first time. I'm going to disconnect the battery, take off the belt, crawl under there, pop off the skid plate, and then I am going to figure out how to get the alternator, which is under, I think that's the power steering pump. See, I don't even know what's what, but down under here somewhere is an alternator, and I'm going to find it. Okay, I'll bring you back when I've got everything opened up. Disconnect battery, pull belt, take off the skid plate. And if you want to see a really good video on how to do this, probably anybody's is going to be better than mine. Mine will be the struggle. And all I've got is a couple of boxes of hand tools. So let's see what we can do. Well, we're back. I've got the battery disconnected. I've popped the belt off the idler pulley and the tensioner. Both of them sound a little scratchy. Nah, if I'm feeling ambitious, maybe I'll replace them, but for all I know, I'll be going in here with another 6 times, throwing the parts cannon. Let's get under the truck and see what it looks like. Okay, well, let's get under the truck and see what this looks like. I've popped off the skid plate. So you're looking at the oil filter here, and right over here is the alternator. And I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to pop off the wheel, pull off this little plate to get to it, but you know, I might be able to just get to things by reaching in. I'm going to try to do as little dismantling as possible and see how far I can get myself in here. Okay, well, what you've got here is a nice clear view of the back of the alternator. But the problem I'm having, like always, is I cannot get this friggin' clip here to squeeze, unplug, whatever it's supposed to do. So I'm going to watch a video to see how that pops off, but that's my first stall spot. Oh, this is just too funny. I can't get the plug off the alternator. Out. So I did everything else. I just dropped these 2 bolts, a nut and a bolt, and literally it just fell right through, eased right through this hole. No power steering pump to full width, nothing. It just slid right off and it's here. And now I'm gonna figure out how to unplug this with some needle nose pliers and squeeze and pop. And God, this was too simple. Oh, wow. It just feels nice to relax for a minute. Well, let me take a few minutes and wrap up this video. I've got the alternator out, gravy. I mean, really, the easiest one I've ever done in my life. The hardest thing was squeezing that plug connection to not break it to pull out. Again, gravy. But let's talk parts. Now, for me, I love Toyota parts. okay? I mean, they are number one with a bullet when you're fixing your car because they will fit and they will work. So, but on not everything do you need Toyota parts. Like I wouldn't go out and spend the extra money for Toyota brake pads or even Toyota shock absorbers. You know, a Toyota battery, save your money. But some things I really do want a brand new Toyota part. Like on that Tundra behind me, if the starter ever goes, God forbid, I want a brand new Toyota starter, because to go in there, I'm not fooling with anything less. And for something like this alternator, I would also like a brand new Toyota starter. Now, that's how I start this conversation, but what did I end up doing? Well, hey, first thing, let's just run over to Toyota and we'll give them the VIN number of the truck so we're sure we got the right thing. And hey, how much for the part? They've got it in stock. And they're telling me it'll be like $369 plus tax plus a core charge. Yeah, okay. So then I start looking around online Toyota and oh, let me go back one step. The Toyota dealer tells me I can't get a new one for that price. They don't sell new ones. They only sell remanufactured, totally rebuilt by the company, totally good. I said okay, but I went home and went online, and about the cheapest I can find is around $250. This is the Toyota parts websites, which is really just dealers advertising. And then of course there's the shipping and the tax, so I believe you're still getting close, if not over $300. What's the next step? Well, CarQuest, Advanced Auto, Rock Auto, AutoZone. Let's start shopping. And they all offer selections that fit my truck. Now's where I actually show my genius, okay? If you go on the tag right here, I'm holding it upside down for you. If you go on the tag right there, you'll be able to see that this says Denso, okay? DENSO, plus the part number and all that crap. So I started looking for a rebuilt Denso OE equipment rebuilt alternator, since that's what Toyota's trying to sell me. And I think it was Advanced Auto had one, and we're talking the Denso. They've got a lot of choices, different prices, but and this exact model, because it's only got 2 bolt holes, unlike all of the other videos that I've seen on taking this thing off, they have a 3rd bolt hole, and I'm guessing that's a 130 amp model. This has just got 2 bolt holes. You don't even have to touch your power steering. You don't have to touch your air box, breather tubes, nothing. This comes off right out from the bottom. You don't even have to take the wheel off the truck, jack up, nothing. Skid plate, that's all that has to come off. Anyways, I ended up going to Rock Auto. Thank you, Rock Auto, on this one. They had a rebuilt Denso, and it was only $94 plus a core charge. Shipping was $9.99. So roughly for about 100 and with the tax, let's say $118. I've got a rebuilt Denso, and it looks the same in the pictures, the screws, everything. Original equipment manufacturer specs, it says in their thing, 94 bucks. What did I say? 118 total. And it'll be here Wednesday. Today is Saturday. Did I make the right choice? I can live without the truck because I got the old Camry to drive. But even if I didn't, I believe I'd wait for it. This kind of savings. And that was just the part at the Toyota place was 400 bucks. They'd probably want another 400 to slap it in. This job, literally, so far I've got an hour of time into it, of actual turning wrenches. There's nothing to it. Here, I'm going to show you something. The belt's still sitting in there. That's it. That's all the nuts and bolts. There's nothing. You know, there's nothing in this bucket. Here. I'll take it out so you can see. That is everything. One hand. Couple screws, a bolt, a nut. This one was a real gravy job. So tell me if I made the right choice. Toyota's going to sell me a Denso remanufactured with Toyota's name on it. I've skipped Toyota, gone right to the factory that's doing the reconditioning. It even comes with a warranty. Let's hope I did the right thing. And I'll bet you I can have this together in under an hour. It's that simple. And really, unlike all the other alternators I've done, this is the first one that's had a serpentine belt. I love it. There's no belt tensioners. There's no bolts to pull and adjust. 2 bolts, bam! It's on. Slap the friggin' belt on and you're driving away. This is a gravy repair. I believe my wife could do this one. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll make the video when I put this bad boy, a new one, back in.